Memorial Day through Wednesday, hot. Mostly clear. Highs in the lower 90s. Lows around 70. Thursday, partly cloudy. A chance of showers. Highs in the upper 80s. Lows in the upper 60s. Chance of rain 50%. The current time is 1:31 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Tornado Watch number 276 remains in effect until 2 p.m. for the following county, District of Columbia, and the following counties, in Maryland, Calvert, Charles, Montgomery, Prince George's, and St. Mary's, and the following counties, in Virginia, Arlington, Fairfax, and King George, and the following independent cities, in Virginia, Alexandria, Fairfax, and Falls Church, and the following, Chesapeake Bay from Sandy Point to North Beach, Maryland, Chesapeake Bay from North Beach to Drum Point, Maryland, Tidal Potomac from Key Bridge to Indian Head, Maryland, Tidal Potomac from Indian Head to Cobb Island, Maryland, Tidal Potomac from Cobb Island, Maryland to Smith Point, Virginia, and Pawtuxet River. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. This is a statement from the National Weather Service. Flood watch remains in effect until 8 p.m. this evening. Flash flooding caused by excessive rainfall continues to be possible. The areas affected include portions of Virginia and eastern West Virginia, including the following areas: in Virginia, Albemarle, Augusta, Central Virginia Blue Ridge, Culpeper, Eastern Highland, Frederick, Virginia, Greene, Madison, Nelson, Northern Virginia Blue Ridge, Orange.
Alrighty guys, what is going on? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day here for today. Hope you guys are doing alright. Glad to have you guys back here for today's coverage here. First of all, let's go and see who's here. So Black Bear says hi in WW, and everyone here. Stay safe, everyone. Well, obviously you too. Glad to have you here. Donna says hello from Northeastern Pennsylvania. What's up, Donna? Hope you're doing good. Mike says good afternoon. I hope all is well. Everything is going great here. I'm glad to hear that, Mike. Hope you're doing all right, man. Jonathan says hi. What's up, Jonathan? Hope you're doing good. Devin says hello. What's up, Devin? Black Bear says hi again. What's up? Hope you're doing good. Mia says hello. What's going on, Mia? Hope you're doing good. Jakey says, hi, good afternoon. What's up, Jakey? Hope you're doing good, man. Glad to have you guys here for today. Now, we're dealing with a bit of crazy stuff happening across the Mid-Atlantic. We missed out on a little bit of the event here, because I've actually been busy here, because I'm actually preparing for guests to come over here later on here for today, so sorry I was a little bit late. But we are here now, and we are ready to go and give you guys the latest coverage. So, once again, you all, hope you guys are doing great here. Let me actually, let's go see here. Okay, I think I have the banner right. Okay, will be a concern. Okay, I was just making sure we have it right, but I think we're good here. But like I said, guys, thank you so much for being here. 420 Ghost says, hey, people, what's up? What's up? Hope you're doing good. Let's see here. Mia says, had 2 tornado warnings close to my county. We actually did have a few tornado warnings today. That is for sure. We actually are currently seeing a tornado warning here right now. We have 3 severe thunderstorm warnings and 1 tornado warning that's in effect here. Let's just go ahead and talk about that here right now. So, tornado warning in effect here. This is for bits of Maryland across the northeastern side for areas such as Bel Air, Jarrettsville included. South of Delta, this is basically directly just to the northeast of Baltimore. I'd say probably 20 to 30 miles. Let's actually turn down the brightness because it makes me look very, very bright. That's pretty funny though. But yeah, it's relatively close to Baltimore here, just northeast of Baltimore. Is currently what we are actively seeing here at the moment. So we're going to keep on watching this. Let's go and see here. Robert says, hi from Massachusetts. What's up, Robert? Hope you're doing good. Destiny says, hello, guys. Back again. We're glad to have you here, Destiny. Hope you're doing good. Tony says, hello, everyone. What's up, Tony? Hope you're doing good, my friend. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you this, that this is a radar indicated thread here. Radar has indicated rotation. Like I said, this is basically showing us, hey, the radar has picked up some rotation inside the storm. We need to continue watching this because this has the potential of producing, obviously, a few tornadoes being possible. So we'll continue watching this. Now, let's see. For some reason, like I said, my radar view does not want to work properly. Here we go. Now we got the sights coming back on. Okay, we're good. We're good. I got the sights up now. So let's go ahead and load KLWX here. This is actually the local radar where I live, actually. But obviously right now I'm here in Kentucky, so this is nowhere nearby. But this is our tornado warning cell. Now, it's currently moving through Bel Air, Jarrettsville as well. Like I said, this will continue for another 24 minutes. We have this in effect for 24 more minutes to go. Now, like I said, we are seeing ourselves a bit of rotation going on here. Let's see here. Storm relative velocity. This will highlight a little bit better. So you can kind of see right around here between Bel Air here and Jarrettsville, we are seeing ourselves a bit of rotation that is ongoing, in which we are going to continue to watch this here. We're going to keep our eyes open for this, guys, because it's definitely something that we have got to continue looking at here. Let's go to the tornado warning in Maryland, says Destiny. Yep, that's what we are looking at here right now. Yeah, things are honestly heating up here pretty crazy. We have a lot of special marine warnings here in effect here for the coastline. Now, let's go ahead and turn off the satellite here for a minute. Get everything like that off. We also do have a few severe thunderstorm warnings in effect here across portions of Easton. So that trap, portions of Centerville. This is also for, let's see here, Chestertown. Yeah, Chestertown included here. This is for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and 3/4-inch size hail. South of that, we have another one here just east of Cambridge for Hurlock. This is exactly what we were talking about for Secretary as well. We are going to continue watching this cell. Because like I said, this thing does have the potential of producing up to 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. The winds could get up to 60 miles per hour, as well as the hail could get up to 3/4 inch, which is what we are looking at here. So it's definitely a possibility. Something we got to continue watching here, and something we'll continue to see as this event does unfold. Now, obviously, as you might have been able to tell, we have a lot of stuff happening here. We have a lot of watches here. Now, a lot of the tornadic part is getting ready to move off and out into the Atlantic Ocean. However, it ain't done yet, and we're going to be here for a little bit before it, obviously once things start dying down, that's when we're going to get off here, but that's still far a ways down because we literally just started here. But we have a lot of tornado watches all the way from basically central and eastern North Carolina, riding up all the coast here of eastern Virginia into Maryland included. As you can kind of see here, like I said, these pink brackets that you see, these are all tornado watches. Now, I'll tell you what, we actually do have a new severe thunderstorm watch, like I said, a new severe thunderstorm watch that got issued here relatively soon, not too long ago, across portions of Allentown. This does include Lancaster, Philadelphia, yes, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We are seeing this here. Vineland included, a lot of places here in western New Jersey, as well as southeastern Pennsylvania. So we're watching this. Like I said, this is a severe thunderstorm watch. Now, what we could expect out of this is hail, not really a big concern. Hail could get up to a 1/2 inch, which is by far below the below the severity. However, maximum wind gusts could get up to 65 miles per hour with some of these storms here. So it's nothing absolutely out of this world, but it's something we got to continue watching here. It's a possibility that we could see, some severe weather here across the area. Like I said, tornadoes will also be a concern here for today. If you're across any of the shaded color, all the way up here from Maine, all the way down here to northeastern or eastern South Carolina, there is a chance, relatively small chance, that we could have a brief spin up of a tornado or two could happen here. Now, there is actually a larger ground. It's going to remove these watches. So these areas here that you see that are in the brown, this is a 5% chance here. This is a little bit higher of a percent chance of seeing maybe some of those, tornadoes being possible. So if you're in the brown, that's where the greatest chance is likely going to be at. But that is what we are seeing here. Let's go ahead and see. But that is what we're looking at. Destiny says the Midwest is going to be wiped out. Like I said, yeah, we got to watch out for the areas here as well across the central United States. Because like I said, over the next few days, like I said, for today, we have ourselves our slight risk. Also across portions of the northern plains. For tomorrow, we do have ourselves the severe threat across portions of Nebraska, portions of South Dakota, all the way up into Minnesota. Now for day 3, this is where things are going to be pretty nasty, okay? This, like I said, today is, let's see here, today is Friday, okay, so tomorrow will be Saturday. So for Sunday, we got to keep our eyes open across portions of, especially across northeastern Nebraska, eastern South Dakota, and southwestern Minnesota. We're going to keep an eye on this. We're definitely going to continue to watch this, and we'll see what happens. We'll definitely keep our eyes open for this, and we'll see, what this is going to do here. But it's definitely something we've really got to continue watching here. Now, like I said, tornadoes, I do believe will be a concern here, but there is no breakdown as of right now. We'll have to watch out for this. But right now, all of our eyes are here on the eastern United States. We do have a slight risk, a 2 out of 5 severe threat across portions of southern New York, portions of New Jersey, eastern Pennsylvania here. Portions here of Delaware, Maryland included, Eastern Virginia, East Central North Carolina, as well as Eastern South Carolina. That is what we're talking about. So guys, please be safe here for today. Like I said, I'm glad to have you guys here. Hope you guys are doing all right. Like I said, if you have any questions, let me know, and we'll definitely be here for you guys. We're going to be here for you guys. We're going to make sure that you guys stay up to date. And if you have any questions, let me know. Okay, so like I said, tornadoes is a concern here for today. But also, like I said, here's your tornado threat here. The 5% chance to cross the Brown is the greatest chance here across portions of North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Western New Jersey. But hail, 5% chance here across, all the way from as far north as Maine, all the way down to East Central North Carolina, which is, not the biggest threat. This is literally the lowest in hail threat there is, literally. Damaging winds, though. That's a big candidate. That's a possibility. We could see some pretty nasty stuff here. Drew says they have an outlook for Sunday, and they say several tornadoes, but then they specify as strong. They just said several tornadoes, yeah. So we'll continue watching for it. I will tell you that tornadoes will definitely be a concern here. Now, there's something also I want to talk about here. What's going on over here? We're currently watching a tropical system. I don't know if you guys have seen me mention this, but this is what we are looking at. Like I said, we are watching this tropical system here. It is expected to develop here relatively shortly across portions of the Eastern Pacific, just south here of Mexico. Now, we're going to go live whenever this does make landfall. Okay, this thing is set to make landfall across southern Mexico here soon. Some of the models actually kind of show it moving into the Pacific. Some of them show it moving into the Gulf. And a lot of them, the majority of them, hitting portions of southern Mexico here. It's something we really got to continue watching here. They actually have an overall 90% chance of formation and 80% chance over the next 2 days, which, things are really going to get pretty crazy. Let's see here. Donna says, my granddaughter graduated from Maine boot camp today. Wow, that's cool. Her 19th birthday, too. We'll obviously tell her happy birthday, and that's really cool. That's really, really cool. How does Paris Island look? So let's go and take a look here at Paris Island and see what is going on down there. Hope you're doing good there, Donna. And obviously, happy birthday to your granddaughter. Let's go and see. So let's go ahead and pull up the look across the region here. So you want me to look across Paris Island. Paris Island. This is right here. Okay. For some reason here, hold on. So Donna, do you know a zip code instead? That'd be a lot easier because it's not one to pull up on my thing I use. So if you can let me know a zip code, I can definitely look that up. But anyways, guys, like I said, we are currently watching ourselves. We are watching a tornado warning that is in effect here just northeast of Baltimore, Maryland. This is right here in northeastern Maryland. South of Delta, east of Jarrettsville. This does include the town of Bel Air. West here of Port Deposit here. So we are watching this. We're definitely keeping our eyes open for this. Like I said, this is a radar indicated threat, basically saying, hey, radar has picked up some rotation inside the storm, which we can obviously tell you is happening. So radar's picked up some rotation, which means we got to continue watching this here over the next little bit, because this does have the potential that it could actually do that. So Zinga says 200 mile per hour winds will do serious damage. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 200 mile an hour winds is definitely something that you don't want to deal with. That's pretty crazy. Definitely something you never want to see here. Let's see. Drew says, so what I'm saying for Sunday is that basically that Lincoln, southeast Nebraska looks like a slight risk, severe weather. We'll see. Like I said, Lincoln, Nebraska here for Sunday. Like I said, Sunday being here on day 3. Yes, Lincoln is inside of the slight risk, the 2 out of 5 severe threat. This is a 15% chance. But that is what we're talking about. Let's go and see your high. What about Newport News, Virginia? Okay, let's go and take a look here across Newport News. Let's go ahead and pull up Newport News here. I know you're somewhere around here, because I actually live in Virginia, but I don't remember where Newport News is. I hear about it all the time, but hope you're doing good. Let's go pull up Newport News. See where that's at. Okay, I had a feeling it was right next to Virginia Beach. I had a feeling so. I knew it was along the eastern coast here. So here's what's happening. So right now we're not actively seeing ourselves any warnings, but I will tell you what, my friend, we are still under a tornado watch, which is right here inside the pink. You can see right here, like I said, tornado watch, basically showing, hey, a few tornadoes could be possible across the watch area. Definitely something we got to continue watching here. Now, just on the east, right here off in the coast, we do have a special marine warning for the boaters who are out there. But for Newport News itself, we're obviously seeing a few storms going on right now, but you're not under any form of warning. So you should be good, my friend, at least for right now. But just keep an eye out, because, like I said, there is a possibility we could see a few severe storms here for today. with all types of severe weather being possible. Let's go ahead and see. So stay safe there. Donna says 29005. Okay, so I'm going to take a look here at 29005. Okay, this is across. Let's see here. If it wants to load. Yeah, for some reason it's not pulling up here. 29005, is that right? Let's go see here. Megan wants to know about 24477. So 24477. Okay, this is across Virginia, right here towards Stewart's draft year. This is right here before Stewart's draft year, west of Charlottesville. So here's what's happening. I actually know where this is at because I've actually seen Charlottesville many times before. I've actually been there many times. So you, my friend, are relatively west of this. Here you go. Here you're in Stewart's draft year. So you're actually, you, my friend, are actually you're in the clear for right now because here's the thing. The line is now on the eastern side, pushing out of Virginia now into, like I said, into that side of Maryland, as well as eventually getting ready to move into Delaware, as well as basically eventually portions of, New Jersey here. Like I said, Delaware is right here. There's actually a severe thunderstorm warning that just got issued for portions of Delaware now, which I believe is the first warning of today across the state here. Now, we're going to continue watching this. Like I said, we are keeping a close eye on this line because, like I said, there is a possibility of a few tornadoes as well. We definitely got to continue watching this, so we'll see what happens. Let's see here. Thank you. You're very welcome. Megan says, let's continue. Megan says, hello, friends. What's up, Megan? Hope you're doing good. I have a friend that lives in New Orleans, says Destiny. All right, let's see here. Got another one coming in. Let's see. Okay. Can I check? Oh, my gosh. Is that even I'm guessing zip codes. I don't even think, yeah, that's not even a zip code. They don't even have that many characters. But 29905. Okay, this is right here across Beaufort, South Carolina. Is that right? I'm assuming it's near Beaufort. Anyways, so actually, this is right next to Hilton Head. I actually go here a lot. So, what's happening all the way down here is actually there's really nothing happening. Hopefully, that's where it's at. Now, here's what's happening towards the Beaufort area. Now, obviously, like I said, we are still seeing this line move through the region here. Like I said, obviously, there's a few special marine warnings here off the coast. We're going to wait for the radar to load here for a second. But yeah, this line is now pushing off the coast here of the Carolinas. And you can kind of see right over here towards portions of Beaufort. Like I said, there is a few storms just in the north, kind of near Walterboro here. Now, off the coast is where we are seeing that main line of those severe storms here. And that is exactly what we are looking at. So we're going to keep an eye on these. Like I said, I have a feeling a few water spouts. Yep, definitely water spouts being possible. They have the tags here. Water spout being possible across all these special marine warnings. Yeah, literally every single one has a water spout being possible. So obviously, yeah, you don't want to deal with water spouts because they can actually cause, locally hazardous seas and all kinds of crazy stuff. So, but yeah, that's definitely something we gotta continue watching here. So, once again, for the people who are just now joining us, hope you're doing good. But we do have a tornado warning that is in effect for areas such as Bel Air, east here of Jarrettsville, south of Delta, west of Rising Sun, west of Port Deposit here, literally just west of Interstate 95. Now, this is a tornado warning across northeastern Maryland. Now, what this means is this is a radar-indicated threat, which basically shows us, hey, there's a little bit of rotation going on. Radar has picked it up. It has not been confirmed yet by either radar or personnel on the ground, but does not mean a tornado is not on the ground here. It just means it has not been reported yet. So it's something we still got to continue watching here, as a tornado definitely is possible. That's the reason why they issued a warning here, is to be like, hey, watch out these areas here because we believe that this storm can produce a tornado, because there is some signs that's heading towards tornado development. That's what's happening there. So just now that warning just now got canceled. That's definitely good. Like I said, this will this is just now been expired here, so we're definitely good here now. But like I said, this did include Bel Air, east of Jarrettsville. You're now in the safe here. The tornado warning is no longer in effect here. However, we still have a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings, and the tornado threat is not over for today. Just because that tornado warning got canceled does not mean the tornado threat's over. We still have all these tornado watches that's in effect all the way across the eastern United States, from central and eastern North Carolina into the eastern side of Virginia, eastern Maryland. Delaware is here actually in the severe thunderstorm watch, which we'll continue watching. Let's go see. But yeah, that is what we're looking at. Donna says, yes, great, thanks. You're very, very welcome, Donna. Like I said, we're here for you guys. We want you guys to be, safe and up to date and stuff like that. Like I said, guys, if you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. Be greatly appreciated. And it wants to know, safe for hail, tornado, wind damage on Saturday. So tomorrow is being Saturday here. I tell you what, yeah, Wisconsin, there's no threat here for tornadoes. Yeah, Wisconsin's good. Sunday, however, yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're good on Sunday as well. Monday, okay, we still gotta watch out. Wow, Monday actually got upgraded too. Look at that. So we gotta watch out for Monday as well. Let's see here. Do they have anything for day 5? They do not. Wow. Okay, so we really got to be watching out for it. Like I said, today we have the threat across the dark green and yellow. Tomorrow we have our severe threat across portions, like I said, across Nebraska, southern South Dakota, or South Dakota here, Minnesota, northwestern Iowa, portions even of, Wyoming here. That's looking pretty crazy. So we're going to watch out for these. Now, here's the thing. Like I said, for day 3, this is being on Sunday. Yeah, Sunday's really got to watch out for Nebraska. I mean, northeastern Nebraska, eastern South Dakota, southwestern Minnesota, and northwestern Iowa. You, my friends, you're gonna have some pretty crazy weather here. Also for Monday too. Like I said, this stretches all the way down into Oklahoma and portions of Texas. Something we really got to watch here very, very closely. Kevin says, "Hey Andrew, how is Greensville, North Carolina looking for today?" Let's go and take a look here at Greensville, North Carolina. Hope you're doing good there. Kevin, let's go and see here. So Greenville. So here's Greenville. So you are, my friend, under a tornado watch. Now this tornado watch will be in effect here. Let me see until for some reason it's kind of it's blocking my view. It's literally, there's a bunch of coordinates here. Here you go. So 3 o'clock Pacific. So 5 o'clock Central. This will be 6 o'clock Eastern. So we have until 6 o'clock, obviously a while before this does get canceled. But that is what we are watching here. So we'll definitely keep an eye on it. We'll definitely see what happens with this. So look out for a possibility of a few storms. Some of them could be tornadic. But just keep an eye on it. Like I said, you are actually inside that risk here for a few tornadoes being possible. But just, it's nothing out of this world, but just something we got to continue watching here for the next little bit. So now we're starting to see these severe storms move into the side here of Maryland. Now, Maryland's currently getting on the eastern side, as well as getting ready to move into Delaware here, too. These are 3 severe thunderstorm warnings we do have in effect here. One across Hurlock here, just north of Vienna. This does include its secretary, really? That's a new one here. East of Cambridge. That's pretty funny. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and 3/4 inch size hail. North of that, we have another one here for portions of Denton, Harrington, Felton as well. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, 3/4 inch size hail for all of these. Actually, Queen Anne, Easton included. Yeah, a lot of these. That is what we are looking at. Let's go ahead and see here. Is this ongoing? Says Destiny, yes. Stephen says, "Hello, Andrew. Calm and cool down in Middle Tennessee. Get ready for a heat wave we're about to get." Well, glad to have you here, Stephen. Hope you're doing good. Let's go and see here. So, yeah, hope you're doing good there. Whitney says, "Andrew, is there any severe weather for South Virginia?" The answer to that is actually yes. More across the southeastern side of Virginia here. Now, here's our risk for today. Okay, it still does include a lot of portions of Virginia. This is according to the latest outlook here. Now, we still got to watch out for this. There is a possibility of still some severe weather across portions of Virginia. We'll definitely keep an eye on this. But that is what we are actively seeing here. So we'll definitely continue watching this. Like I said, there is a tornado watch on the far southeastern side of Virginia here. So definitely keep on watching that for a few more severe weather being possible. But yeah, that's what we're looking at. Whitney says we just got out of a tornado watch. Well, yeah, you should be. Like I said, you should still watch out for a possibility of a few severe storms for today. Mike says, "I hope everyone is safe out there in these storms." Yeah, for real. Like I said, guys, we're gonna keep you all up to date here. We are currently watching this here at the moment. There is 7 severe thunderstorm warnings here. 7 of them. And which we got to continue watching here. Stephen says, "I'm sure they are secretaries who have secrets." Probably. That's pretty funny. Destiny says, there is storms in South Carolina. Yes. There is actually a severe thunderstorm warning that's here in South Carolina, just south of Florence, for areas such as Olanta, Coward, Lake City here included. Pamplico as well. There's some weird names out there. Lake City, just north of Kingstree, north of Greeleyville. There's a severe thunderstorm warning here in effect for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and 3/4 inch size hail. And that is what we are talking about. So yeah, that's what we're seeing here. So Destiny, there is indeed, a few storms, kicking off here across South Carolina. Let's see here. Guys in the chat, asked me a weather question. Okay. Well, like I said, guys, thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate all your support. Just thank you guys for hanging out with us for today. If you're new to the channel, like I said, guys, hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate it. You guys absolutely rocking. Like I said, we're going to be here for you guys. We're going to continue to give you guys coverage on this event. Because like I said, we are seeing a few active things kick off here as of right now. So let's go ahead and switch on over here. I want to show you what's going on here on the water vapor scan here. You can obviously see there's a lot of dry air being pulled up here into the southeast, areas such as Alabama, portions of Georgia as well. We're definitely keeping an eye on this. But that is what we are seeing here. Obviously, you can see all that moisture here across portions of Florida, all the way up here into portions of Virginia and the Northeast. And here's that area of low pressure spinning off right across the Ohio Valley. Absolutely crazy. I mean, look at this. You can see it's clear rotation that's ongoing here. Absolutely crazy to look at. But we're definitely watching this. We'll definitely continue watching this here. It's a pretty nasty event that's been happening here for the last little bit. So we'll just keep our eye open for it. Definitely something to continue watching here. So right now, there is no longer any tornado warnings, which is definitely good news. However, does not mean they're done for today, because they're definitely not. We still have that tornado threat here until later on today, later on this evening. But that is what we're seeing here. Let's see here. Last tornado that Lancaster had was back in 2006. Hit Harlem, Nebraska. So it did not hit Lincoln, Nebraska. Well, that's good. Destiny says, okay, I was going to tell you. Let's see here. Okay. Under tornado watch in eastern Virginia until 6 o'clock p.m. says Jersey Devil will stay safe. Let's see here. Stefan says April 2nd through 3rd, 1982, which is weird, Stefan, because my birthday's on April 2nd. April 2nd through 3rd, 1982 is the first PDS watch that was issued by the Storm Prediction Center and National Weather Service. I never knew that. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty cool to know, though. But yeah, April 2nd is literally my birthday, which is crazy. Destiny says 5% risk. Whitney says there's a tornado warning in Spotsylvania. There was a tornado warning here. There's not anymore. But yeah, we did see a lot of tornado warnings across a lot of Virginia today, as well as Maryland. I mean, was it kind of forecasted? Yeah, we did expect this to be a possibility, and it still is a possibility until the later portions of today. Like I said, we'll let you know whenever the tornadoes are, the tornado threat has gone down completely. It's not done yet. Tornadoes are definitely not a, they're not done yet. They still have a little bit to go, and we'll continue watching this. We'll definitely keep an eye on it. So, like I said, guys, let me know if you have any questions. We're going to be here for you guys. We're going to make sure that you all stay up to date on the latest information here. Like I said, we are actively seeing ourselves several severe thunderstorm warnings here across the eastern side of Maryland, now into portions into portions of Delaware here. Like I said, this is mostly for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and 3/4-inch size hail. That's about all we're talking about right now. This guy up here, same thing, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and 3/4-inch size hail for northeastern Maryland. So, they're kind of just on the lower end spectrum here. There's nothing too crazy. Now, like I was telling you guys, we really got to watch the tropics down here. Okay, so since things are kind of dying down here, I do want to show you all some stuff that's, pretty concerning here. And like I said, we really got to continue watching this here very, 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 very closely. We are watching our tropical system here. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the latest updates on that. I'm sure you guys want to know what's happening with our little storm going on out here. So let's go ahead and switch on over here to the future radar view, and we'll take a look and see what is happening here. So switching on over here to the future radar, this is our HWRF model. Like I said, this is the storm we're monitoring down here in the Eastern Pacific. We're going to keep an eye on this. So right now, it is not any type of tropical cyclone. It's still a disturbance, but later on today or tomorrow, it could turn into a tropical depression, either or a tropical storm. We'll continue watching this here. So this, my friends, is really starting to intensify, and it's only going to continue to do so. Those sea surface temperatures are definitely supportive of showing us, like I said, we're talking 26 degrees Celsius and higher, which, has to be at that 26 degrees threshold or higher. We're actually seeing the temperature around 29 or 30, which is definitely supportive. A lot of moisture in the atmosphere, as you're about to see here. Now watch this. As we do track down here into, like I said, today is the 27th. So as we move into the early morning hours here of the 29th being on, let's see, on Sunday here, we got to continue watching this. We definitely got to continue watching this because we are expecting it to become a tropical storm, potentially by the 29th. We do track down here even further. Now the models are still showing a lot of crazy support here and saying, hey, this might be a strong storm. It might potentially be, like I said, a strong hurricane here. We'll continue watching this. Like I said, it's not just the latest models, but it's been in the model trends for a long time now. I mean, this thing's definitely not looking so friendly. We go and track down here to another model. This is the HWRFP. You can obviously see relatively, it looks small, but it's a lot larger than you think. But yeah, this is expected to move it through. Now, there has been some support. Here's the crazy thing. There has been some support of this system actually tracking into the Gulf of Mexico. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll see what it does. Obviously, we're still a little bit away here. Here's another model. Kind of shows the same thing, and there you go. So it kind of shows, the pressure kind of, dropping here once it moves its way into the Gulf of Mexico. You can see it passing over southern Mexico here right now. You can obviously see right there. So it cuts off immediately. Like you said, the winds really die down once it makes landfall because, one, there's a mountain range here, which, like I said, they're well developed on the, the lower portion of the storms, which is pretty crazy. We got to continue watching this here very, very, very closely. Now, here's something else I want to go ahead and show you guys. Here's the relative humidity across all the levels of the atmosphere. Now, if there's a dry air, it would be representing in brown. And brown, you obviously don't want dry air for hurricanes. You need a lot of moisture and warm-filled air. Now, essentially, in the blue, like we're seeing here, that's showing us a lot of humid conditions. You can see on the far right-hand corner, we're talking, 80 plus, percent humidity here, which is obviously showing a lot of humidity factor. You can obviously see towards once it moves into portions of the Gulf, you can see a little bit more of that dry air on the southwestern side. So, like I said, sea surface temperatures are there, definitely hot enough to allow for storms to happen. Like I said, definitely hot enough to allow for tropical development to occur. Also, like I said, we're also seeing that like I said, we are also seeing all that moisture that's in the air, which is pretty crazy. We'll keep on watching it. Right now, it's kind of clocked in at a Category 3. Is kind of what it looks like. Category 2, Category 3. But that is what we're talking about. Let's see. Jersey still says, my dog is not amused. Thunder is... you Amber Heard, poor baby. No. Cowards. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's pretty sad. A lot of dogs don't like Thunder. Especially included mine, too. For sure. But yeah, that is what we are talking about here. There's a lot of crazy stuff. I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to... You guys don't know, and you probably don't want to know either. It's pretty crazy. But here's the surface winds. You can obviously see, like I said, you can obviously see the time here in the top. But it's right above my head there's a time. Like I said, right now it is currently 2 o'clock on the 27th. So we'll go ahead and move up here to the 27th here. 2 o'clock on the 27th. So right now, like I said, we are expecting strengthening to occur, potentially becoming tropical storm status or tropical depression status by tomorrow. We'll definitely see what happens. You can obviously see how it's going to quickly intensify into a tropical cyclone or, hurricane eventually, which is pretty crazy. Now, there is something also I do want to show you. Let me pull up the National Hurricane Center really quickly. Okay, so here's the outlook for the Eastern Pacific. You can see that there is a red zone. They just upgraded this now. Let's actually zoom out a little bit so you guys can actually see a little bit better. Actually, that didn't help at all. Okay. Anyways, they put a 90% chance of this thing forming within the next 5 days and a 90% chance of this thing forming within 48 hours, which that's a pretty decent chance. That's what we're looking at. Destiny says that's a big time event. It's definitely looking pretty nasty here. It's definitely something we got to continue watching very, very, very closely. Now here's the latest satellite imagery. You can obviously see right here is where all the action, all that thunderstorm action going on here. You can, if you look closely, you can kind of see how it's starting to get that counterclockwise turn to it. It's really starting to organize, especially if we, especially if you kind of play it if we play it fast here. Yeah, we definitely got to continue watching this because you can obviously see right down here towards south. There's all that air pulling in here. If you look over on this side, it's all pushing away, which is pretty crazy. So you can see the winds kind of coming in here at the lower levels and pushing away at the upper levels, which we are seeing a lot more of intensification here. You can obviously see all that thunderstorm action that's going on, which it's definitely trying to do stuff here. I don't know if they haven't sent any planes out yet to detect it, but we're watching it. Now here's the thing. Here's something I just now looked at. I'm just now looking at here. Here's the hurricane models. Okay, you can obviously see here. Let's go ahead and pull up my pen here that we can actually draw on the screen and kind of show you what we're talking about. Here's some pretty crazy stuff. So each one, I'm sure you guys have seen the spaghetti plots here. This is all the, the hurricane models here. Which we're gonna wait for this pen to load. Here we go, it loaded. Okay, so just going through this over here. So like I said, here's all the models. All the main models kind of shows it. You can kind of see like within this region here, obviously, kind of within like that. Now here's the thing: if you pick the line of best fit, this is likely what the track's gonna do. Potentially might likely go something like that, where my dot line is. Because that's like where all the main density of models is. So that's where this is likely going to end up. Regardless, all these models are actually showing this thing hit the southern portion of Mexico, in which we've really got to continue watching here. Now, here's another thing. Here's an intensity guidance model. Now, this actually shows it kind of interesting, potentially getting up to Category 2. As you can see, here's the hurricane models again, but based off of intensity. You can see how they really, all of them show tropical storm, except for this guy, but that's an outcast. We don't have to worry about that guy. This thing will definitely become a tropical storm. This thing will most certainly as well become a hurricane too, and potentially even up to a Category 2, maybe even a little bit higher. We'll see what happens. Regardless, we're probably going to achieve hurricane status. It's the most likely thing that we will achieve hurricane status with this storm here, because like I said, here's all the hurricane models. Each one of these little lines that you see is one model, and here's based off of intensity. Here's forecast hour going out in time, every single hour. So here you go, 12 hours out, 24 hours out, 36 hours out, etc. But yeah, you can obviously see that here's the wind speeds as well. Here's our classifications. TS is tropical storm. Category 1 here is obviously a hurricane status. Category 1, 2 goes up higher. So the models, as of now, the main hurricane models have this thing being capped out at an upper level Category 1. But like we were looking at on the actual models, though, it might get higher, which we'll see what happens. We'll definitely have to keep on watching this here. I mean, seriously, this thing's really looking pretty nasty, which we're going to continue watching. But that is what we are talking about. That is what we are seeing here. Devin says, hello everyone, just got off work. What's up, Devin? Hope you're doing good. Jersey says, dumping buckets of rain with thunder and lightning. Well, that sounds like fun, Jersey. That really does sound like fun. So, we're going to keep on watching this here. I want to mention still that look what's happening here in the Atlantic. Now, there has been a lot of support over the last several days of this system even moving into the Gulf of Mexico. It might trail in here, which we'll just keep an eye on it. There's still a lot of unknowns. There's a lot of uncertainties at the moment, but I tell you what, guys, we definitely got to keep our eyes peeled. Here's another model here showing it kind of achieve, hurricane status here, right? Like I said, pressure of 985, which is about Category 1 strength. That's more mild compared to like the HWRF here. Like I said, the HWRF here is showing the pressure drop down to, let's see, 954 millibars. That's about Category 3, which, that's according to that model there. Let's see, HMON here, kind of showing the same, pretty similar here. They're actually pretty close, not going to lie. 959, I think that goes down to, let's see, 960 on landfall. So, yeah, kind of near Cat 3 according to this model too. But like I said, the main gist of the models, like we were just looking at here, literally has this kind of capping out of the top. Maybe upper level Category 1, but, that is what we are talking about here. Let's see here. But yeah, Shaw says, hurricane potential where? I just came on. So this is across southern Mexico. I'll go ahead and show you exactly where this is at. We'll zoom into the HWRP. See, it zooms out a lot further. So here's Mexico. You can obviously see right here. Here's Florida up here. So this is expected to crash into southern Mexico. We're going to be live during this event. We're definitely going to be we're going to be covering this here, for a little bit here. We're going to be covering this whenever it does make landfall. Like I said, landfall is going to be happening pretty early, it looks like, on May 31st. At least according to this model here. So we'll probably be live here relatively early, probably around like 5, which we might have to be live probably around like 3 or 4 or something like that. That's gonna be pretty crazy, but yeah, seriously, it's pretty nasty. Like I said, there is possibility. Like I said, some of the models were actually showing this move into the Gulf of Mexico. It's not out of the question yet. The majority of the gist of the models have it heading, obviously hitting southern Mexico. That's where it's going to likely end up, is hitting southern Mexico. Like I said, those mountain ranges, though, are going to shred it apart pretty nastily. Like I said, these things are well developed here on the surface, and obviously that's what we're looking at. Let's go see. I think hurricane season lasts until from June to October. I might be wrong. You're definitely wrong. Jakey, so it lasts from June 1st all the way until this, I think it's early December or late. I think it's late November. I think it might be the 30th of November, 30th, 31st, or the 1st of December. But yeah, it goes out a lot further than you think it does, because those sea surface temperatures are still pretty warm at that time. But yeah, we're definitely going to keep an eye on this, guys. Something we got to continue watching. This is a pretty serious event we're talking about here. Like I said, we're not trying to get you guys worked up or nervous or anything. No, I'm just here to inform you guys. I just want you guys to I just want to let you all know what's happening with this. As it's something we definitely got to continue watching here. Look at it. Models are really kind of showing things pretty crazy here. Let's see here, but that's what we're looking at. Okay, thanks. Just as long as it stays away from me, Shaw, you'll be okay. Drip says, let's go see. I'm heading down to Texas right now. What can I expect when I get there? So, Drip, I tell you what, let's go ahead and move on back here to my other screen. Enough talking about hurricane news for right now. But, like I said, across portions of Texas for today, no severe weather expected here for today. Actually, tomorrow, there's a possibility of some severe weather. That's actually is relatively new. It's just not popped up. So, north of Midland, basically west here, Wichita Falls, east of Lubbock, this is a 1 out of 5 severe threat. This is the lowest in severe threat. Now, will tornadoes be a concern? No. No tornadoes will be a concern here. Hail? Yes. Possibility 5% chance that you could see hail. Nothing out of this world either. Also damaging winds, possibility. Maybe up to 60 miles per hour. So if you hear, like I said, if you're here across the region where this outlook, or where this is at, where the shade color is, you have your chance for severe weather. Now the light green here just shows that a few storms could be possible, but they're not supposed to be severe. But that's what we're looking at. So if you're across the areas here for tomorrow, that's what we're looking at. Now the day after tomorrow, being on Sunday, nothing's expected. However, Sunday, we got to watch out for areas of Nebraska, really across the Midwest and the plains here, the central and northern plains. We really got to be watching out here for Sunday here. Also, Monday as well. Yeah, Monday's going to be pretty nasty too. Here's Monday's risk, stretching all the way down to northeastern Texas here. Northeastern Texas here into bits of Oklahoma. Biggest threats here across eastern Nebraska. This does include Lincoln, I believe. Yep, Lincoln's right here in the heart. So we're going to watch this. We're definitely watching this. Let's see here. That's what we're talking about. JCP says, I sadly think Sunday or Monday, moderate, high risk of severe weather. So right now, it's not a moderate. It's actually an enhanced risk, which is a 3 out of 5 severe threat. But that's what we're looking at. Karen says, let's go see here. Karen says, hi, Andrew. Yes, you're right. November 30th, this hurricane season ends. Yep, that's what I thought so. When I lived in Florida, kept an eye out, been through a few hurricanes. Yeah, I've never been through a hurricane myself, but I've been through many tropical storms, which tropical storms are, they're obviously not as bad, but they're pretty fun to go through, especially having hurricane parties and stuff. That's something I've always wanted to do. But anyways, yeah, that's such a Florida thing. That is such a Florida thing. Let's see here. I'm sure it'll be a moderate / high risk. Honestly, we will see. We'll definitely watch this here. Now, something we should probably do is we can briefly look at models really quickly, since there's really not much happening right now. Since there's no, there's a few severe thunderstorm warnings, but there's no tornado warnings. If any tornado warnings pop up, we'll let you know. But yeah, I tell you what, let's go and take a look here at some models really quickly. Let's load the U.S. view and see what's happening down here. So we're going to switch on over here to the screen view. So here is our, okay, that's kind of hard to see, but anyways, I'm sure you guys can probably see it a little bit. So here's our model. I'll actually switch to NamNest here. Cross portions of, let's actually move our sector up here towards float 2. So here's what's happening. So obviously here down the line, yeah, big days are supposed to happen here. So this is for, let's see, so for Friday, for Saturday being tomorrow. Now Sunday, like I said, Sunday's going to be a big day. You can obviously see right here, you can see these little updraft helicity things. Basically, this is showing us that we could have some pretty nasty storms here, essentially. Maybe some of them could be supercells. Now, here's the conditions. Now, we'll have to switch to NAM for this. But here's what we're looking at. So, lower level jet, like I said, we're looking for, really nottage over... honestly, here, what I'm looking at, Sunday and Monday, the jet stream is really not strong. Yeah, at the lower levels. That's honestly kind of showing me that tornadoes might be not really that big in sense here. Let me check a look at instability, though. It looks like a lot of it's capped out, though, which thunderstorms might have a hard time forming here because of this. Like I said, it's basically like a cap on a bottle. If that cap's on there, the thunderstorms aren't going to fire off, and if it's loose, then they obviously can fire off here, but the cap's strong. Storms might have a problem firing off here. We'll watch this. We'll definitely keep an eye on it. Definitely something to keep our eyes open for. So yeah, we'll definitely watch it. We'll definitely see what's going to happen here. Definitely something we got to continue watching. Here's a pretty nasty set of instability. 4,000 here for Monday. Wow, that's crazy. Anyways, but that's what we're looking at. That's what we are seeing here. Let's go and see here. How is Pennsylvania for the next few days? So let's go ahead and switch on back here to our view. So Pennsylvania for today, I want to go ahead and mention right now, we do actually have ourselves that severe threat across southeastern Pennsylvania for areas such as Reading. This does include Philadelphia as well. Areas such as like Lancaster, Allentown, Pottsville, Hazleton. Actually, Hazleton barely included at that. Actually, not even included at all. But you're right next to it. Ending close to the watch area should watch out for the storms. But anyways, Yeah, we are seeing ourselves a severe thunderstorm watch that's in effect here until, let's see, 4 o'clock Pacific, so 5 o'clock Mountain, to be 6 o'clock Central, and 7 o'clock Eastern Time. So until 7 Eastern Time, we're watching out for this watch. Possibility of a few storms. Like I said, obviously hail, not really a big concern. 0.5 inch, half an inch could be possible. Some of these storms. The winds could gust up to 65 miles per hour. Those winds could get up to 65 miles an hour, which is pretty strong. I mean, obviously that's pretty. That's definitely enough, wind gusts to allow for some damage to occur. Possibility of some of those storms here. Now for today, like I said, there is that severe threat. If you look right now, we switch to a day 1 outlook. Obviously, see the majority of Pennsylvania is under a risk. Now, for tomorrow, being, like I said, tomorrow here, Pennsylvania is not under a risk here. A few thunderstorms could still be possible on the eastern side, but I think it'll be all right here. Day 3 for Sunday is good, and day 4 for Monday is good. So you're looking good, my friend. After today, like I said, today is the only day for severe weather, but after that, you'll be all right. You'll definitely be okay. But that is what we are looking at. Let's go and see here. EC says, let's see here. Hi, Andrew. Do I think that I'll be getting hit by anything in the next few weeks near Stewart, Iowa? Thank you for all you do. You're very, very welcome. So let's go and switch on over here to Stewart, Iowa. I know where you're at, my friend, because I've looked here many, many times. So here's what we're looking at. So here's for today. Nothing's happening for today, my friend. Day 2, tomorrow, nothing either. Honestly here, let's see. Stewart is... Oh, yeah, you're right there in that generalized thunderstorm list. So... Okay, so that's what we're seeing here. So right now, there's nothing happening for you. You're good. I would say watch out for Monday. There is no risk here for you, but like I said, there's a slight risk here just to your west. But continue watching it here in Stewart because, like I said, there is also another threat of severe weather. Obviously, being a marginal risk here, just outside of that. So Stewart would likely be included. So watch out for. I would definitely say watch out for Monday. Monday probably has your biggest potential here. So just keep your eyes open for that. Jonathan says, hey guys, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Let's see here. Jakey says, have I ever had a 5 out of 5 severe weather risk during my live streams at all? Yes, I have. It was last year we did. Not this year though. There's been so far there's been no high risk. There's only been moderate risks so far this year. Which let's hope we don't have any high risk, but Mother Nature do what it does. Andon says Panama City, Florida. Guess you're talking about Panama City, I'm guessing. Panama City, let's see what's going on here in Florida, actually. Severe threat for today across the northern side of Florida. For tomorrow, though, yeah, we're good for tomorrow, though. Let's go and see here. Destiny says, any severe for Morristown. Okay, let's go and take a look here at Morristown and see what's going on here, my friend. Hope you're doing good there, Destiny. So let's go and pull up Morristown really quickly and see. Morristown, New Jersey. Okay. So, you, my friend, are actually under a watch, I believe. Yep, you're under severe thunderstorm watch here across Morristown. So, you're somewhere around here somewhere. Okay, and so Morristown's somewhere, literally right around in here. Okay, there you go, Morristown. So, you, my friend, are in the severe thunderstorm watch for today. Look out for a few gusty winds being a possibility. Now, could tornadoes be a possibility as well? Yes, you're actually in a 2% chance here, which is a pretty low chance still of seeing tornadoes, but something we should still watch out across New Jersey. Just because you're in a severe thunderstorm watch does not mean that tornadoes is not a concern, which it's just not as a concern to be issued for a tornado watch. Now, just to the south here, as you can see, like the red here is showing that severe thunderstorm watch. The pink shows tornado watches. All across, they actually just canceled a lot of them, believe it or not. There you go. So the one near Raleigh has now been canceled. Also been extended more to the north here. So across northeastern, northeastern North Carolina, southeastern Virginia here, portions of Maryland on the south side, basically the southeastern side, there's a possibility. Let's see here. No, Morristown, Tennessee. Okay, let's go pull up Morristown. So that's what I'm saying, guys. There's a lot of different areas here. Morristown, Tennessee. Okay, like I said, if you want me to look at a specific location, you should honestly say what the state is too, just so I can clarify that. Let's see here. So yeah, so for Morristown, there is a few stuff. There's a little bit of stuff happening here. Now, any severe storms? The answer to that is no. Not severe storms for today. Not severe storms for tomorrow. Day after either. So you're looking good. Let's go ahead and see here. Crashy says Washington, D.C. Yes, D.C. is actually in the risk here. for today. Here's DC. You're in a slight risk. Now, I will tell you this. The main line has already moved through. Okay, here's the new information. New tornado warning just now popped up here. But yeah, Washington, D.C., you still are in the risk, but the main line has moved through. I think you'll mostly be okay. Okay, tornado warning here in effect here. This does include Frederica, bits of Magnolia here. Or sorry, Magnolia. East here of Woodside, east of Felton, east of Highland Acres. This is actively what we are seeing here just north of Milford. Okay, this is a tornado warning that's now in effect here. So, what this means is that you need to be inside of your shelters because National Weather Service employees have issued this, obviously, and they're saying, hey, this storm has the potential of producing a tornado. So, we're gonna take a look at the radar view. We're gonna see what's going on here. Velocity. There you go. So right here is where we are watching. There is a bit of rotation going on here. Just basically, southeast here of Felton. Right here is where our area of interest is located. Basically southwest here of Frederica. So we are watching this here. We're going to keep our eyes open for this. Definitely a possibility we could see a tornado here. Like I said, this is a radar indicated threat. You can see radar indicated rotation. That's based off of this velocity view right here. So this is showing us, hey, there's a bit of rotation going on here. We got to continue watching this. So now this does not mean a tornado is on the ground, but it could mean that one could develop shortly. Now, this is not confirmed yet by either radar or personnel. This is still something we got to continue watching here. So, right there, new update just came through. It's now heading towards Frederica. We got to continue watching this here. Like I said, this is a tornado warning that is in effect here. This is going to be crossing right over Frederica within the next 5 to 10 minutes. So, continue watching this here. Honestly, maybe even a little bit more sooner than that, probably about 5 minutes. So, we'll continue watching this, guys. We'll definitely keep our eyes open for Frederica here. So, you should be inside of your shelters right now. This is obviously where you need to be right now. Like I said, the central interior portion of your home. It's the best place to go to. Now, obviously, like I said, if you have a storm shelter or a cellar, that's the best place that you can be. Okay, best place you can be is in a storm cellar, or obviously, basement or such. So we'll watch it. We'll see what happens here. Like I said, right now it's just radar indicated. It has not been confirmed yet, but does not mean it will not. Doesn't have the potential to, because it definitely does, because there is a bit of rotation that's ongoing here. So we'll keep our eyes open. Like I said, right here is where the rotation's at. Right here, kind of towards Frederica, and all this rotation is moving towards the area here of Frederica, in which we are going to watch this very, very closely. Once again, this is in Delaware on the far eastern side. If you know anyone across the regions here, let them know, because that is actively what we are seeing here. So we're going to keep on watching this. We're going to keep on watching this here. Karen says, hi, Arctic. Oh, what's up, Courtney? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. Devin says, tweeted a report. Okay, let's go and take a look here and see what Devin has tweeted. For some reason, I have not... Okay, here we go. Now I got it. So, wind damage apparently here in Meldrum, Kentucky. Department of Highways from the source. State Highways Garage reported tree down along Kentucky State Route 188, 1.7 mile marker. It's reported here from Devin, so thank you so much, Devin. Greatly appreciated. So, look how small this tornado watch is. This is still in effect here. Tornado watch number, 277 still in effect here for bits of Aberdeen, Falston, Bel Air, Northeast, Rising Sun here. But like I said, the tornado warning in effect here is across Frederica and Magnolia. Sorry, Magnolia, not Mongolia. Magnolia. Magnolia as well as Bowers Beach, too. I forgot to mention that. So, okay, heaviest rotation now moving over Frederica. We got to watch this. We definitely got to keep our eyes open for this, you guys. And we'll see what this does. We'll definitely keep an eye on this. But like I said, you guys, please be safe here. Andreas says, what can I expect in Dallas-Fort Worth the next few days? You're looking good there, Andreas. Like I said, across Dallas, nothing's happening for today. Nothing's happening for tomorrow. Nothing's happening for the day after or the day after that. Which, yeah, we're looking clear for the next few days, my friend. So Dallas is Dallas-Fort Worth is clear. We're looking all right. So, new special marine warning looks like it's just now been issued here, or at least a little bit here. Actually, no, it's relatively old. I just haven't seen it yet. Basically, just north of Betterstown. Let's see here. Destiny says it's Magnolia. Okay, thank you, Magnolia. So, Magnolia, watch out for this. Hopefully, I'm still saying that right. But anyways, like I said, Frederica, we're watching this south of Magnolia. As well as Bowers Beach here. We're watching this expires in 20 minutes. We have ourselves a little bit to go here. 20 minutes is basically here until 2:45 Eastern. Okay, 2:45 Eastern is when this does expire. Let's go see here. JCP says, when do I think the first hurricane will hit the United States? I will say that hurricane season starts in June and it ends in November. But the peak hurricane season is during September, the first week of September. So the greatest chance of, storms being existent is across September. But it can happen at any time, really. I mean, we've had hurricanes happen, or tropical cyclones happen, literally in January before. Yeah, it's uncommon, but it can happen. It theoretically can happen. Definitely a possibility. But yeah, so we'll watch out for it. Like I said, there's nothing in the works right now. Nothing imminent heading towards the United States. But like I said, there is that one storm we are watching here across the south. Like I said, south of Mexico here. This guy has a 90-90 chance. A 90% chance of forming within the next 48 hours and a 90% chance of forming overall. This thing is going to form here. Now, speaking of which, just going to pull up the models here really quickly. I want to go ahead and show you guys once again, for the new people who are just now joining, what we might just be in for. Okay? What we might just be in for here. But that's what we're looking at here. Let's continue. There's also a Magnolia in New Jersey as well. I mentioned what state that's in. Yeah, this is in Delaware, by the way. This is in Delaware, is where this warning is at. So let's go ahead. We'll continue watching this here. Like I said, Frederica has included Magnolia is for Rowers Beach as well. Like I said, this is in it's in Delaware on the eastern side. That is where we're watching. So like I said, let's go ahead and switch on over here really quickly. I want to go ahead and take a look at the models right now. Like I said, right now, today is the 27th. So let's go ahead and switch on over here really quickly and take a look at the future radar view. So this is our HWRF model. Like I said, right now, the current date is the 27th. It's currently almost 3 o'clock. So go ahead and switch to 2 o'clock here. So this is kind of what the models are showing us, what we are at right now. Now, the storm is going to move on back here. I can take a look at it really quickly. Latest information, 1,008 millibars. What does this say? 1,008 millibars. So we're good. So we're right here. We are looking pretty good. So as we track down here into tomorrow, kind of across the afternoon hours here, we're going to start to get a lot more development happening. Kind of around, the evening hours here for tomorrow. This thing could potentially be a tropical cyclone, either being a tropical depression or being a tropical storm. Definitely a possibility. We'll continue watching it here. Now, as we move into the 29th, being here for Sunday, this is where that crazy stuff's supposed to happen. By the evening of the 29th, this thing is likely going to be a possible tropical storm, if not a hurricane by then. We really got to watch out for this. Now, this thing's going to be making landfall on the 31st, as it's supposed to be moving relatively slow, which, the fact that it's moving slow gives it a lot of time and a lot of potential to really kick up in strength, which is a big old concern. So, like I said, this is going to be impacting southern Mexico here. Now, it kind of shows, like I said, the pressure equivalent is down to 954 millibars. Now, I know you guys probably don't know what that is. Now, what that means is that this thing could achieve Category 2, Category 3 status, according to this model alone. Now, let's go and take a look here at another model. That was the HWRF. Let's do the move to the HMON model on the same storm. So, obviously, still showing, pretty decent hurricane being a possibility. Like I said, this is still kind of showing it getting down into the 950 mark, so kind of near Cat 2, Cat 3 being possible. Definitely keep on watching this. Like I said, we could see those winds in excess of 100 miles per hour being possible. Now, I will tell you this. There is some good news, is that this storm will shred up very, very quickly due to the mountain ranges here in southern Mexico. Like I said, these systems are really well developed at the surface. Not as much as in the upper levels, but they're really developed. They're vertically stacked. They're like big old plates that line up. But, like I said, we are expecting this to make landfall, and once it does, it's really going to get shredded up within the first few hours of it making landfall. We're going to be live. We're going to be doing landfall coverage here whenever it does on the 31st, late 30th here into the 31st. We might even pull an all-nighter here. Some of the models are showing 30th, some of the models are showing 31st. So between there is what we are talking about. So then eventually it moves its way out. Now here's something that's kind of interesting. Now some of these models have actually been saying it might kick up some strength again back in the Gulf of Mexico. That's still the question. What's going to happen after it hits land? Now there's some models that show, hey, it's just going to die off. It's not going to do anything. But there's also some models that say, hey, it's going to continue into the Gulf of Mexico. The latest trend's kind of like a 60-40 shot, 60 moving into the Gulf and 40 moving, just kind of dying out. It's still relatively unknown. It's still relatively unknown if it's going to move into the Gulf of Mexico or not, but it is a certainty that it is going to hit southern Mexico at this point. So we're going to continue watching this here. Now, here's something I was showing you guys here a little bit ago. So here's our hurricane models. Here's spaghetti models you guys know and love. So each one of these is representing a model. Now we can obviously see the line of best fit, the greatest area where the models are is right around in here. The main density is kind of right there where I plotted my line. So this is kind of where we are expecting it. Now the thing is that, you know, if you see how narrow of a gap this is, the more it moves to the east, the less land it has to cross over, meaning maybe the less less amount of energy it could lose, which is not good. So I'd honestly say the more it moves to the east here, honestly, it's a possibility that this might have a bigger chance of moving into the Gulf of Mexico, just due to how more skinny the land is. One, because of how much land it has to go over, but two, there's not as many mountain ranges down there. Okay, if it hits right here where the bulk of the models are showing us, it's going to weaken very, very rapidly. I mean, regardless, it's going to weaken very, very rapidly once it moves over into the landmass. But still, we really got to watch out for this. I mean, if it moves more east here, I do believe that it's a possibility that it could still have a little bit of kick into it to where it might be able to redevelop into the Gulf of Mexico. Definitely a possibility. It's still kind of questionable right now at this point, but it's something we still have got to continue watching here. So here's also something I do want to talk about here. Here is the intensity guidance. Now I know some of those other models were showing us like category, 3-ish, like I said, with both of those. But here's the thing. Here's our overall models. We just looked at the spaghetti charts. Here's the same models, but just an intensity here. So obviously, the main GIF of models kind of goes right up here, definitely in the tropical storm status. There's only one model that does not support that. This is what we call an outcast. You don't want to follow these guys as rules. Obviously, the majority of these show it moving into tropical storm status. Therefore, we can say this thing will likely become a tropical storm. Now, here's the thing. A lot of the models, about half, if not, I'd say about 2/3 of the models actually does show this thing moving into a Category 1 state. And then kind of weakening at around mid-Category 1 state and then dropping back down. And then kind of just hovering. You can see how it kind of hovers out, if not gains a little bit right here across the forecast hours. This is the ground once it reaches into the Gulf of Mexico. There's still a bit of there's still a bit of uncertainty at the moment. But once it moves here, you can obviously see there might be a little bit of gradual, if not, basically flatline, if not gradual, growth here, which we'll continue watching here. But obviously, a lot of the models do show it supporting hurricane status, which we'll continue watching. Now, a lot of these models do top it off at, maybe high in Cat 1, very low in Cat 2. Just a few of those models. Just two of them out of the main models, but something we got to continue watching at. Let's go and see. Does that hurricane continue into the overnight hours? I think it's going to start in the morning and progress into the, early morning before sunrise. It's going to make landfall, I believe. But that's as of now. Like I said, it's still kind of unknown. It's still kind of all over the place. There's some models that show it hitting on the 31st. There's some models showing it on the 30th. There's still a lot of uncertainties here. Definitely still both. The main thing we do know right now is that it's most likely going to hit Mexico. It actually is 99% chance it's going to hit Mexico. I'd say it's pretty much certain, but if you're a true scientist and everything, there's nothing that's 100%. But anyways, it's very extremely likely going to hit southern Mexico. Also, like I said, southern Mexico being hit. Also, intensity, we are definitely expecting this thing to become a tropical storm, if not a Category 1 or 2 hurricane. We'll see. We'll see what it does. It's not going to get any bigger than a Cat 3, I believe. I don't think it's going to top out anything like that. As of now, at least what we're seeing right now. Now, I will tell you, though, it's going to be moving relatively slow at the first. So it's going to gather a lot of energy. It's going to pull up a lot of that warm air from the ocean here, which is going to allow it to definitely kick up in intensity. But we'll continue watching that. Let's go see. Hey, Andrew, it's me again. They took me out of the tornado watch in Greenville, North Carolina, but I'll still say weather aware. I think you should be all right, but for the most part, Kevin, well, definitely glad to see that you are paying attention to it. But yeah, I think you mostly are okay, but just, keep an eye on the weather here. I think that main line has already moved through you by now, which I think will be okay. So here's the GFS ensemble, GEFS ensembles. Now this is one model with multiple what we call members, multiple little runs of this. So you can obviously see that the main models does show this moving into southern Mexico. Obviously, now there is actually a few of these ensembles. Yeah, definitely showing it tracking into portions of basically southwestern Gulf of Mexico, even just east of the Yucatan Peninsula. There's actually a few tracks. You can barely see it on the screen though. But it's very, very possible that this might transition from the Pacific into the Atlantic at some point, which we'll watch it. We'll definitely see this. We'll be live in before the morning hours. So, like I said, no matter what, we are going to we are planning to be live for this landfall. Definitely, it'll be the first hurricane that we ever covered on this channel. Live, anyways. We've covered a lot of hurricanes, but live we have not covered any of them. So, but yeah, we'll keep on watching it. We'll definitely keep an eye on it. Like I said, you can obviously see this is previous track right here. It's currently located right here. Let's see here. So. This was as of 27th at 11 o'clock a.m. Pacific. This would have been at, noon Mountain, 1 o'clock Central, 2 o'clock Eastern. So this is a newest track here. Maximum wind gusts maximum winds up to 29 miles per hour, probably with a little bit higher gusts. So it's definitely strengthening. It has to be, I believe, at 35 or higher to be considered a tropical depression, which that is likely going to be achieved later on tonight or tomorrow. That is the likelihood. That's what we're talking about. Like I said, here's all those models we were talking about here. There's actually a few of them, a very, very small handful that shows them move on just west here into the Pacific Ocean. But the main gist, the majority of these does show it going over those mountain ranges. I mean, here you go. Here's the topography. You can see here, these are some pretty nasty mountain ranges. And like I said, once this storm moves over into these mountain ranges, they're going to get shredded up. I mean, this storm's going to be very, very unstable. Now, here's the thing. If it somehow manages to make it right between this small little crest here, if it potentially somehow managed to make it like that, that's going to leave a little bit more energy rather than it taking a more of a mountainous approach. Which it's still kind of unlikely right now that it'll take this land route, but it's probably going to be hitting right here on the far eastern side of this mountain complex. Is where we are expecting it. But that is what we are seeing. So guys, we're going to be here for y'all. We're going to keep you guys up to date. How long is the stream going to be? I'm not sure exactly. We'll see. Like I said, it's probably going to be a few hours, considering, like I said, that landfall is going to take a little bit, and we'll obviously be here to cover, its landfall observations and stuff like that, and we'll definitely let you guys know. But yeah, and it is going to be pretty nasty, and we are going to continue watching it. Like I said, we're also going to be here for the Atlantic Hurricane Season 2. If anything happens in the Atlantic, you guys can count on us to cover it. We'll cover every single storm this year. That is my commitment. I'm saying it right now. We are going to cover every single storm in the Atlantic Ocean for this year. We did last year as well, but not live. But I did my own little outlooks last year. Now we're moving on to live streams. Okay, we're going to be doing pre-event live streams, like what happens beforehand, what the models are showing, and eventually we're going to talk about landfall, whenever it does make landfall and stuff like that, which we'll do, for sure. We'll definitely continue watching that. So Old Crakeman says Mexico. Yeah, this is in Mexico, by the way. Like I said, this is the south side of Mexico is going to be impacted by this, which we'll continue watching this. Definitely something we got to continue looking at. So here's, like I said, here's the satellite view. Here's the latest runs of satellite. You can obviously see that there's a lot of convection going on. It looks like I said before, a pot of boiling water. Obviously, like you see, there it is right there. If you look very, very closely, if I go back here to the beginning frames, if you look right here, you can see a little bit of counterclockwise rotation. You can barely see it. It's moving, though. And obviously, right here in these latest frames, you can obviously see all those heavy thunderstorm activity kicking off here, shown by the black, showing heavy convection, which that is what we are talking about. So we'll definitely watch this here. Rhonda says, hi, everyone from Alabama. What's up, Rhonda? Hope you're doing good. Karen says, what's the Gulf of Mexico temperature? Higher the temperature, the stronger the storm. So, like I said, threshold has to be 26 degrees Celsius or higher in order to sustain/develop tropical cyclones. Here's the thing, though. I want to go ahead and mention this. Here's the analysis tool. Just going to take a look here at the ocean analysis and the Western Atlantic. Look at this. We're seeing temperatures here 20s, 28s, 29s. We're not really seeing anything lower than that, which pretty much all the Gulf of Mexico theoretically could support tropical systems. Which, like I said, it's not going to be rapid development. Like I said, right here where this hurricane's potentially going to hit here has very, very warm ocean waters. I mean, we're talking 30 to 31 degrees Celsius. That is very rich. And the fact, like I said, the fact it's moving relatively slow, too, over these warm waters, it's moving slow because there's not much wind shear, which is obviously a good thing for hurricanes. You don't want any wind shear because that can rip apart storms. But it's going to be moving very, very slowly. It's going to be gathering up all that heat from the ocean, and there's a lot of moisture there too. There's not dry air, which is basically showing we're going to see rapid intensification with this storm before it makes landfall. Like I said, once it does make landfall, obviously, like I said, right here across, right around there, it's going to be pretty nasty. It's definitely going to, definitely get pretty nasty here, which we got to continue to watch up. But that is what we are looking at. So we'll definitely watch here. We'll definitely continue to see this. Like I said, this is going to be making landfall over those mountain ranges, which is definitely going to shred that, surface low apart, very, very quickly. But we'll watch and see what happens. But yeah, definitely the tropics in terms of sea surface temperatures is definitely supportive in all aspects in both the Gulf and both the Pacific. But that is what we are looking at, my friends. So we'll continue watching this here. So Let's go and take a look and see what's going on down here. Let's go and pull up the latest warnings. There is no tornado warnings. We're just watching a few severe thunderstorm warnings, which is why we're just talking about this. West of Philadelphia, we have 2 different warnings that's in effect here. Let's go and see for bits of New Holland, portions of Gap. This includes Codysville, I think is how you pronounce that. It's weird. Let's go and see Elverson, Honeybrook here. This is a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for 34 more minutes here. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. The winds could get up to 60 miles per hour, as well as the hail could get up to 3/4 of an inch here. Another one down here on the far eastern side, right here towards the areas here of Ellendale, for bits of Milton as well. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, 3/4 inch size hail. That's all that's going on. That's all that's happening right now. Obviously, tornado watches here in the pink on the eastern side of the U.S. Severe thunderstorm watch here across portions of New Jersey as well as eastern, southeastern portion of Pennsylvania. But that's what we're looking at. We're going to continue watching this here. I have family that live on Dauphin Island, Alabama. Gotcha. Let's go see. Karen says, thank you, Andrew. Very, very welcome. Why don't you have a location up every time I come on here? I don't know where you're at. Well, like I said, we were just looking at the tropics here just a minute ago. Like I said, right here, all the way down. Here's the United States. You can obviously see where this is at. I'm sure you guys know what we're actually looking at right now. Here's the storm we're monitoring down here. Okay, like I said, it's going to make landfall right around in here, which we are going to watch here very, very closely. Like I said, I do expect this thing to become a tropical storm or tropical depression here within the next day. I mean, possibly, it's definitely possible that today it could even form. Definitely a possibility. Today, if not tomorrow. Definitely a huge possibility. Rhonda says, thank you, Andrew. You're the best. No, you, Rhonda. Very, very welcome. Uncle D says, I can see now. There you go. Let's see here. Destiny says, how long the stream? I'm not sure. How long the stream going to be? Like I said, I'm not really sure how. I guess you mean for today? I don't know. Like I said, I probably don't plan on being here for too much longer with you guys today. Because, like I said, the majority of the event is mostly over for the most part. A lot of the severe weather is already pushed off. The main lines already passed, areas such as North and South Carolina. I think the majority of the threat here is done for today. Like I said, tomorrow, though, tomorrow we do actually have, let's see. Yeah, tomorrow we do have a severe threat across portions of Nebraska and basically South Dakota here. Another area. Now, for day 3, being on Sunday, we all got to keep our eyes peeled. I'm telling you, if you know anyone across Nebraska, portions of South Dakota, portions of Minnesota, northwestern Iowa, give them a heads up. Like I said, the orange areas here is the greatest risk here for severe weather. Like I said, tornadoes will be a concern. Honestly, I think the damaging winds might be the biggest concern here out of this event. Compared to what I was looking at models and stuff, there's really not that strong of a low-level jet, which, we'll see upon observations and stuff what happens. We'll definitely continue watching this. But yeah, that is what we are talking about. So, guys, please be safe. Like I said, if you have any questions, let me know, guys, and we'll definitely be here for y'all. I really do appreciate all of your support today. Let's go see. Devin says, what does Montana look like for severe weather? So, Montana, nothing's happening here for today. Actually, no, I take that back. Today, yes. I was looking at the wrong day. Southern side here, there is a chance for severe weather across, portions of southern Montana. Tornadoes, not a concern, though. Hail, small concern here. 5% chance here. We could see some hail up to quarter size being possible. Damaging winds, too, is a concern here. Mostly just damaging winds being a concern, but we'll watch out for it. Now, for tomorrow, on the other hand, there is a small risk on the far southeastern side, but it's mostly okay. Day after, we're looking good. We are looking good, my friend. But anyways, guys, I think that's going to go ahead and wrap up the little live stream here for today. Like I said, we weren't planning on going live here for too long. We were just giving you guys a little update. I will tell you this, though. At 8 o'clock tonight, we're going to go live again, okay? We're going to go live again at 8 o'clock. We're going to be doing coverage of, both the severe weather and the hurricane things. That we're going to be doing model viewing, okay? If you guys do want to join our model viewing, like I said, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications. That way you guys will stay up to date on the latest information here. Like I said, we are planning on going live here around 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. And when we do, we're going to be talking about more models. We're going to be basically just doing what we just did a minute ago by looking at, hurricane stuff. We're going to see what's update with the latest hurricane and stuff like that. But that is what we're talking about. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. So, let's go ahead and see here. Has there been any tornadoes warnings or any tornado warnings today? Yes, there has been a few tornado warnings. Any confirmed? Not that I heard of. I can actually double check that really quickly and see if there has been any reported. We haven't seen any on the live stream. If that's what you're asking here, but Let's pull up. No tornado reports today. There's been 35 damaging wind reports, 0 hail reports, as well as 0 tornado reports. So just damaging wind gusts today. It's been the main concern. Devin says goodbye. See you in Discord. We'll see you later, Devin. But anyways, guys, like I said, we're gonna go ahead and head off here for now. We weren't planning on being live here for too much longer, or for too long. We're just here to give you guys a quick little bit of coverage and stuff like that, and just help you guys out. Like I said, we're gonna be live here later on today as well to give you guys coverage. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate all of your support. Hope to see you guys later on here. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for being here. Hope to see you guys later on today. See you later, guys.
Winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Saturday night, mostly clear. Lows in the upper 50s. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Sunday, mostly clear. Highs in the lower 80s. Memorial Day through Wednesday, hot. Mostly clear. Highs in the lower 90s.